welcome back to Miss Hendrick's video demo. Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade pizza. So really simple ingredients, and I'll show you my mise en place. We're going to have 3.5 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour and water, 1 3/4 cups water. We're going to be using some yeast, 2 teaspoons of yeast, and salt. So that will be to start, and then I'll show you the toppings later. Alright, so you're going to start with your mixing bowl with the dough hook and add your 3/4 cup of water. Make sure it's warm water. Yeast likes warm water when it's going to be inoculating. And then you'll
105 degrees.
Yeah, about 105 degrees, but from the hot water on the top, just where it's warm enough to touch. And then your 2 teaspoons of yeast.
Just make sure it's nice and level. Cool.
And then
Turn it on low, make sure it's completely incorporated, and then you're just going to let it kind of sit around until it starts to bubble. Once it starts to bubble, it'll look like it's obviously activated, kind of like a fizzy soda. Once it gets to that kind of like milkier fizz, then you know that you're ready to add all the rest of the ingredients. It should be about 3 to 8 minutes.
So 3 to 8 minutes. You'll let your yeast inoculate. Alright, that's been 8 minutes and our yeast is nice and bubbly, so it's ready to go. So, go back to our flour and add the salt. 2 teaspoons.
You don't want to add the salt until the yeast is inoculated, because salt will retard the growth of the yeast and it'll stop it from rising. Something that's not going to be so.
Add in your flour slowly. Alright, now that you have added, you've had 3/4 cup of water in there to start with.
Half the flour.
Half of the flour has been added. And you'll add the other cup slowly as you're mixing.
Slow this down a little bit. Add about half of it off the bat.
So, like I said, slowly. So just half of the water, a bit more of the flour, while continuously mixing. All the flour and all the water has been added. And now you want just the dough hook to knead the dough, and kneading will work the glutens. So you need about 5 to 10 minutes of kneading to happen before you take the dough out of the mixing bowl.
Pause.
Hi, well, it's the next day. And I took my dough out of the refrigerator. Remember, you put it in a greased container, plastic or glass, not metal, covered with plastic, and overnight. So now it's time to take it out, form our pizza, top it with toppings, and bake it. So we'll have a sheet pan. You can set this to the side. You're going to need a little bit of cornmeal so that your dough doesn't stick to the pan. And then you'll need tomato sauce. I have some prepared tomato sauce for you in the classroom, so you don't have to add anything to the tomato sauce. I made this ahead of time. And since I only have a little bit of that, I'm going to also do a pesto pizza. And then you'll need some shredded mozzarella cheese. Okay. Here I have my dough. You're going to use your bench knife to divide your dough. Now, I'm going to make 2. You'll make about 6, 1 per person. And you're going to roll it into a ball. A little sticky, but I'm just going to use a little cornmeal so it doesn't stick. Okay. Next one into a ball. And this needs to sit for about 20 minutes before you shape them into your pizza. And while you wait, you can get everything else ready. So you'll have a sheet pan, your oven will be preheating. Put some cornmeal on your sheet pan so that the dough doesn't stick. You'll prepare the rest of your ingredients, and we'll see you in 20 minutes. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Also, forgot to mention, but you can just leave your dough balls on the cutting board, but you really should cover them with plastic. Okay. So it's been 20 minutes, and my dough balls have expanded a bit. It's good, that's what we wanted. And now we'll just turn them into pizza. So we'll put a little cornmeal down just so there's no sticking. And you just kind of want to push the sides out. Turn the pizza. Push the sides out. Maybe so you can see better.
Away from the outside.
Right. You want to keep a crust on the outside, so you don't want to push all the way to the very edge of the dough, but just like maybe a 1/2 of an inch below, until you get the right size. Stretch out. Okay, I put the sauce on top. One is going to be tomato, one is going to be pesto, and then we just top with cheese or whatever topping that you want to do at home. And then these will go into the oven until the cheese is nice and bubbly and it's starting to turn golden brown on the sides, about 5 to 8 minutes. And here we have our pizza. This has been 8 minutes. So you use your pizza wheel to cut these up and serve. Hope you learned a lot from this video. Good luck tomorrow. Exit ticket time.